The story begins in the 1900s, where important people are discussing the most dangerous mafia group in the area. However, they go to a cobbler's shop to ask for help. The cobbler agrees to help them by fixing a pair of shoes they've given him. In the middle of his work, the cobbler's son approaches him, asking about the machine he's using and where it came from. The father replies that the machine is a special shoe stitcher that his own grandfather got from an angel. The story goes that long ago, during a harsh winter, his grandfather took in a homeless man who had been rejected by everyone else. But by the next morning, the homeless man had vanished, leaving behind the stitching machine as a gift for his grandfather. Fast forward decades later, the story focuses on a cobbler named Max. With his incredible shoe repair skills, he can fix any shoe in any condition, making it look brand new. And this is the cobbler. During his work break, Max happens to see a couple that makes him feel quite envious, as he has never experienced love despite being well into adulthood. A barber named Jimmy shows his pity when he sees Max's loneliness. That same day, Max is visited by an activist named Carmen, who asks him to sign a petition to stop a real estate development in their neighborhood so that civilians and small businesses won't have to leave. Being a good son, Max goes straight home after all his work is done. At home, he's greeted by his mother, who is suffering from an illness common in old age. Despite this, Max always loves his mother and never shirks his responsibilities as a son. He's even willing to stay single just to take care of her. One day, a tough-looking man named Leon comes to Max's shop wanting his shoes fixed. With a menacing look, he demands that Max finish the shoes that very night. Left with no choice, Max has to get the job done before Leon returns.
Okay. See you at 6.
While racing against time, his machine suddenly breaks down, forcing him to use his father's old stitching machine to fix the shoes. Fortunately, the old machine is very reliable, and he finishes the job just in time. That night, Leon doesn't show up. So Max uses the opportunity to try on Leon's expensive shoes. Suddenly, his face, body, skin color, hairstyle, and every aspect of his being transforms to look just like Leon's. When he tries on his own shoes, nothing happens. He quickly realizes the magic doesn't come from the shoes, but from the vintage machine he used to fix them. That very night, Max fixes almost all the shoes in his shop and proceeds to try them on, one by one. The next day, he wants to confirm that he really transforms by messing with Jimmy while disguised as someone else. And it works perfectly.
Goodbye, Jimmy.
After discovering this, Max starts sorting the shoes to match his foot size. Now he starts getting mischievous, eating for free at expensive restaurants by switching costumes. The next day, he transforms into several different people to enjoy a taste of youth, and even tries to steal a pair of shoes from a rich man. When he gets home, his mother says she really misses his father and wishes they could have a romantic dinner together. Hearing this, Max smiles, remembering that his father left them long ago without explanation, and they have no idea where he is now. He then goes to his father's room to look at the shoes and clothes that are still neatly stored in the closet. At work, his friend's girlfriend drops off a pair of shoes for him to fix as soon as possible. That night, Max transforms into his friend to experience what it's like to be very popular. Although it starts well, he soon learns that good looks aren't enough to win over a woman. It's fundamentally the wealth they love, in proportion to the amount of money he has. Dejected, Max goes to his friend's girlfriend's place to see her beautiful friend. But when the woman is about to ask for something, Max realizes this isn't right and leaves to see his mother.
Bye.
Emiliano! Emiliano, come back! Emiliano!
The next morning, Max accidentally runs into Carmen while buying pickles. Carmen asks Max to deliver a message to his father. asking him to sign the petition to save their homes. He can only say that his father has gone far away and he doesn't know when he'll be back. Hearing this, Carmen apologizes and asks Max to come to her office.
Come by the office. Get involved.
That very day, Max finishes repairing his father's shoes. He rushes home to prepare a romantic dinner for his mother. Unbeknownst to her, she is having a romantic dinner with her own son. His mother ends up having a wonderful evening with her husband, who is also her son. The next morning, as he goes to wake his mother, he realizes she has passed away, forever. Jimmy, seeing Max grieving, tries to comfort him, but since Max is still unstable, he chooses to avoid people.
I'm gonna go back inside, Jimmy. Thanks for coming.
One day, Leon comes to the shop to get his shoes back, but because Leon is so annoying and insults his mother, Max demands that Leon give him his ticket back. Hearing this, Leon flies into a rage and demands Max give him his shoes by the next day. A few moments after Leon leaves, Max starts fixing some shoes and follows Leon to various places using different faces until he finally finds where Leon lives. The next day, he goes to Leon's house to steal his fancy watch, but to his surprise, he's greeted by Leon's girlfriend, who is trying to run away from him. Max, not caring, stays focused on his initial plan, stealing Leon's luxury watch, but instead of a watch, he finds a box of extremely dangerous firearms. Unsure if they're real, he tries one of the devices and ends up tasering himself unconscious. When he wakes up and is about to escape, Leon suddenly arrives. Fortunately, Max manages to take Leon down with his own taser. When Leon comes to, he's tied up, and Max is transformed into a little kid. Max demands the location of Leon's watch because he wants to rob him. Since Leon is still stubborn, Max changes gender, which causes Leon to immediately break and tell him where his beloved watch is.
I'm gonna take your watches, tase you, and you're gonna wake up in your bed like it's a bad dream.
As he's about to leave, Leon's henchmen arrive to pick up their boss for an appointment and to collect $50,000 in cash from someone. Tempted by the money, Max transforms into Leon and rushes off with his men. Along the way, Leon's men tell him to go to the headquarters first because they are torturing a mafia boss who cheated Leon. Max, knowing nothing about this, starts to panic, his mind reeling from seeing such a shocking scene.
Bye-bye, rat prick.
No, don't! Hold on, stop!
Once he calms down, he orders his men to release the mafia boss and chooses to forgive all his sins. Although Leon's men don't understand their boss's decision, they have no choice but to obey.
Thanks a lot!
They finally arrive at a huge mansion belonging to a woman named Elaine. It turns out, Elaine hired Leon to get rid of all the residents in Max's town. She is the mastermind behind the real estate development plan and Carmen's natural enemy. After getting the money and returning to Leon's place, Max accidentally kills Leon by stabbing him with a high-heeled shoe belonging to one of his customers. Feeling remorseful for his mistake, he reports himself for murder, but when he gets to the crime scene, all the evidence he described to the police is gone, not even a single drop of blood. When he gets back to his shop, he's shocked to find all of Leon's money and watches are already there. Utterly confused, he decides to return the money but is stopped by Jimmy, who begs him not to get involved with the wrong people just like his father did. As it turns out, his father left after dealing with the wrong people, choosing to disappear to keep his wife and child out of danger.
It's all important.
Don't worry about it. What are you doing?
I'm worried, okay? What's going on?
Ignoring Jimmy, he immediately goes to see Elaine to return the money she gave to Leon. Realizing something is wrong, Elaine orders her men to kill Max. In the middle of the road, Max transforms again, this time into what looks like a dead person, which terrifies the two men driving him, causing them to crash. The next day, Max covers up his father's stitching machine and apologizes to Jimmy for being rude. While daydreaming, Jimmy remembers Elaine saying she would burn the town to the ground if the residents didn't leave. He immediately rushes to find Carmen to explain the situation.
The trash taken out,
before Friday.
Although Carmen doesn't believe Max at first, she sees how serious he is, listens, and goes with him to meet an old man named Solomon. Max asks them to do everything as he plans, and without objection, they agree to do everything Max says. The next day, Max becomes Solomon to meet with Elaine. As Solomon, he finally agrees to sell his house on the condition of receiving $100,000 in cash and a bus ticket to Chicago. But before they agree, Elaine insists that one of her men escort Solomon to ensure he gets there safely. That night, when two of Elaine's men come to pick up Solomon, they are asked to remove their shoes, and just like that, their shoes disappear after they step outside Solomon's house. Max quickly repairs both pairs of shoes and begins to execute his meticulously planned scheme. With his intelligence and the magic he possesses, he manages to defeat both of them without any violence. The next day, Max, in disguise, meets Elaine at Solomon's place. Upon arrival, Elaine is shocked to see Carmen coming out of Solomon's house, saying that Solomon hasn't left yet. Filled with rage, Elaine confronts Solomon and demands an explanation for betraying their agreement. There, Elaine also threatens to kill Solomon and his son, who is in Chicago. But what she doesn't realize is that their conversation is being recorded by the media and broadcast live on television.
Danny Donald, New York 1.
You're who?
Yeah, that's Danny Donald.
That night, Max transforms into Leon to give all of his wealth to Leon's girlfriend and to apologize for what Leon had done. But on his way home, he's captured by Leon's enemies who intend to kill him. When he comes to, he's in Jimmy's barbershop. It turns out Jimmy is actually Max's father, who has been in disguise for a long time for a very dangerous reason. After their reunion, his father takes Max to see an inheritance that is now rightfully his. Seeing hundreds, even thousands of shoes on the lower floor is enough to leave Max in awe, but what shocks Max the most is realizing that he is the son of a very wealthy man.
Right.
It's been a long day. What do you say we close up shop and go home?
Yeah, let's go home.